to a fantastic matchup that will continue the championship legacy of the proud Pacific 12 Conference that stretches back more than a decade. Welcome to SoFi Stadium, the home of the LA Rams and Chargers, right here in Inglewood, California. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. From the gun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. On the run, it's Warren. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
So we got the opening drive. We got a big third down. Why not go with that quick slant? It works. It typically does work, and it's a first down.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw. It's Fafita. Catch made in space. Look out. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Wildcats. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Here's the second down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw, it's Moore. And this time it's complete.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Breaks into the clear. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's third down. They got to get after this quarterback. Instead, he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a first down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
The Ducks offense is on the move now. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Davison. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And the Ducks are in the red zone. Using his legs, it's Davison. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Dropping back. It's Moore. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. Not a penalty called too often in football, but we see it here. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. The distance will be from 38 yards out. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Arizona offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw. It's Fafita. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting in the way of that and knocking it away.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. Pulls it in. It's Davison. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
The completion makes it second down. They're going to run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Mental mistake by the defense. 5-yard penalty for the offense. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. To the air. It's Moore. On the move now. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. They can't stop him. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open. I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Davison. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The Ducks begin a new series here, first and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's second and 3. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Hand it off. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Well, Kirk, Arizona has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Handoff from the shotgun. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
Point after, not right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? It's a 1-yard gain. Second and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? Blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Love the call by his defense playing dime coverage on that.
It's a fake. The up end has it. And the fake does not work. Doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And momentum-changing play. That fooled absolutely no one. They were all over that. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. On 1st down, it's play action. Quarterback looking to scramble. Scoops out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, this is what makes this quarterback so dangerous. There's just only so much a defense can do to contain him. He is so fast. You can plan for it all you want, but planning and the execution are two different things.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. To the air, it's Fafita. Tries to get it to the running back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. This is caught. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught quickly. Looks like Arizona will have the 1st down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Now they call a run. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. On the ground, it's Penn.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a ball, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
No gain on first makes it second down and goal from the 7. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. He escapes the pocket. The defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line.
I love to see this by this quarterback. Instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Direct snap. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches, pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So here we go, first play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Play action here on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Launches it deep down the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. First play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. On the move now. He'll throw it now. Short pass finds the tight end. Solid tackle, able to get him down. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's a quick grab. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. They move the 6. They'll go to the line here on first down now. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? Gets made on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, that's how you close a half up. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hope the defense can get a quick stop. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Moore. He escapes the pocket. Oh, escape. Quarterback is forced out. That's a huge loss. A big sack for this defense. Behind the sticks on second and long here from the 12. Play fake, looking to throw. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Crosses the 25. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his back. Caught over the middle. It's Davison. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of the play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start in the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Off the play fake on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, Here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Scanning the field. It's Moore. The sure hands. It's Moore. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Tiny space at the 20. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
There's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to...
Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And they jump on top here in the second half.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Ball handed off. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Makes it second and short. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
With the catch, it's Penn. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it second and medium. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackle made it to 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Wildcats. Still no answer for this offense.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. They come up with that touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. The PAC is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Pressure is coming. Using his legs on the scramble. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Moore. With the catch, it's Casper. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The pass is intercepted. Goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Go hand it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And the running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He makes the tackle, but the offense set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Dropping back, it's Williams. Makes a quick catch. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the 1st down.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. Caught behind the line. It's Hunter. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Well, Kirk, Arizona has the lead here. You've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. Grab down the middle. It's Perry. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Back to pass. It's Moore. The sure hands. It's Moore. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The shotgun running play call. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Looking to scramble. He's going to lose yards there. Force out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Moore. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Important third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. The pass rush closing in. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Dropping back. It's Moore. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
He's running out of time here. Just trying to get rid of it. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Now it's second down here. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Bunch formation. throw it on 3rd and very long. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Graham behind the line. It's Casper. Touchdown, Ducks. They connect for 6.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
And the important PAC is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Makes a quick grab. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense comes to the line with the first down. The defense going to have to overcome that costly 15-yard penalty. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The clock has stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Grab behind the line, it's Ford. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. Snags the quick throw. Touchdown, Wildcats. They jump on top here in the fourth.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback with the game on the line. He finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Caught in the backfield. It's Davison. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. It gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Moves out of the pocket. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Boy, great job here of getting out of bounds. I know they didn't pick up the first down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your one timeout, and now you got a real chance.
Championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the Ducks pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for a late, deep throw. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Back to pass. It's Moore. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Finds his man. It's Davison. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? They'll look to throw it here on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string, but just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Buying time now, rolling to his left. Looking downfield near the end zone. And the deep ball is broken up. What a play by that DB.
Now time for one final play that obviously has to go into the end zone to see if they can tie it up.
The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Moore. Quick throw over the middle. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive-extending first down. A crucial pass interference call late in this tie game. The defense not happy about that call. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he goes down as the takeaway wraps